What's up, guys? Today we're going to do a project overview, kind of progress video, shop walk, whatever you want to call it. There's a few words are hard. There's a few channels I watch that do like a shop walk. I don't have a cool shop, so it's not as cool. So I got everything outside. But like Trey 5 Customs, I like watching. They just do a shop walk and let you know the status of everything. So I figured touch base on most of my stuff and let you know where we're at, what's next, and then start getting some videos out, individual videos on the projects also. So start with the shoebox. It's not out here, it's in the barn. I was gonna LS swap it. I was gonna put an S10 front clip on it. Posted I needed an S10 front clip, and well, that's my clip that I wanted. Turned into a truck. Whatever. Bought a whole truck. Didn't have the heart to tear it apart. Did some stuff to it. We'll talk about it in a minute. So, still on the hunt for that. Shoebox, the LS is sitting in it, but it would have to go forward too far. Even with an E-fan or anything, it would be a weird fit. I haven't decided 100%. I need a low clearance oil pan probably, and I can get it to sit a little better. Need taller mounts, need hugger headers or LS swap headers for an S10 or something. So we'll revisit that when we get a little more free time. But moving on, I'll post pictures of everything too when I got it, so you can kind of see, because I didn't have the channel when I started most of these. So I'll post pictures, put a little picture up somewhere, wherever, of when I got it, to see the progress so far and know that, I haven't just bought all these and parked them. So we'll start with the International. It still needs the flatbed finished. Got some body work to repair. I was pushing it in with a truck and I had a little mishap, messed that fender up. This fender I need to do a little bit of work on. Need to get the tank mounted. I haven't decided 100% if I want it passenger or driver side. It was over here originally. I think that's the plan still, but I'd like to get that mounted, and then I'm going to switch. I bought a Holley fuel pump, inline pump. The mechanical pump, I don't know if there's a issue with the cam. It doesn't seem to oh sweet, it doesn't seem to be pumping, so I had this rigged up. Cheap inline filter and inline pump, and it ran fine. And it ran fine. So we want to put the Holley pump on, mount the tank, get it running, drive shaft shortened, still waiting on a U-joint for that, and then I've got to figure out rear brakes still. So a little bit going on with that. It's not too far off from at least being able to run, drive, move. Yeah, that's about it. And that's I'm at a big milestone right now. Everything ran and drove back here, and that stopped. The brakes on the S10 we'll talk about in a minute. That's still kind of an issue. That stopped. So run, drove, stopped back here, other than the International. So that's cool. I've got a lot. Hopefully I'll be able to drive this year. Next, the Cummins. I don't know, not a whole lot to talk about this. Ugly engine bay, needs finished. VS Racing turbos on it, needs tuned still. It's got a surging issue. Every now and then it surges bad enough it'll shut off. Just replaced fuel filters on it. Still have the issue. So I don't know if it's the controller on the back of the CP3. I've got a spare CP3. I've got basically a spare engine sitting in the barn. So I should have everything I need, but I'm gonna try that next. It's got a fuel delivery error code popping up, so I'm gonna try that, and if that doesn't fix it, I'll just go down the list. But dirty, I didn't clean anything up, nice and muddy. I need a 4-wheel drive actuator, so when we get in the mud, it, you know, it gets out, but it makes a little bit of mess. Still need to get manual HVAC controls. I need AC stuff. Other than that, I mean, just a newer truck. It's not that appealing to me. Oh, I do have just picked up yesterday at the junkyard. Picked up a door for the 3rd gen. And then the rear one I've got to redo. And try to pull a couple dents out and skim coat it. And then hopefully from cab forward, back of the cab forward will be good. And then I need to get on the bed. Again, newer truck, not that appealing. Just needs to function. I'd rather work on everything else. So at the junkyard yesterday, I also picked up, well, that's the old one, but picked up an alternator for a 3G swap for the Mustang. That is one of the only issues. Let me get my fancy hood prop up here, or broomstick. So it's having a charging issue. I think it's actually an issue with the wire going to the cluster or the bulb or whatever. It has to complete the circuit. So have an issue there. Bottom radiator mounts are done. Top needs something done. That's easy. I have a oil leak, I believe, from the distributor. Hopefully that's all it is. It's pouring out pretty good when I was running it yesterday though. This is mostly, it's so rough still that I think it's just gonna be kind of a party car. Throw together and party. There's rust cut out. The rear's still 4-lug. There's body damage here from me, my fault, hitting it with another truck after a drink or 10. Trunk's cut out. That needs patched more. Need some trim. Need to finish this patch that I started, I don't know, just a couple years ago, probably 5. Interior is pretty nice on this. Cleaned up really well. So it's like, I don't want to make it a full race car, full drift car or anything, because that's kind of the goal, is like a street drift car with it. I've got SN95 control arms I put on, knuckles for the 5-lug swap, SN95 brakes. I actually did SN95 coils. That's why it's got so much camber, part of it, that and the control arms. Disregard the crappy cuts. But they're just max speeding rods. I want to get foxbody BCs, but I think for now I'm just going to make a plate for the top of these, because the third hole is actually right here on this one. And then the third hole on this one, that's all I had to do to clearance it. It needs shifted a tiny bit, but a bolt will fit through there. So I think I'm going to just make top mount plates and maybe like stitch weld them or tack weld them so I can grind them off later and keep the existing setup for BCs, because that's the plan. I just don't want to spend money on it right now with everything else going on. So yeah, not a whole lot to this one. Like I said, the biggest thing is once the charging issue is figured out, I got to throw an E-fan on it. And other than that, it's technically should be able to run, drive, move, make sure everything's good with it. And then start tackling all the little, that last 10% that takes all the money and all the time. So it's pretty close though. And like I said, it's just going to be a fun street drive party car, manual. It's the only manual thing I have right now other than the International. So it'll be more fun than everything else to an extent. More, I wouldn't say enjoyable to drive, but just more fun. Go out, and 200 horsepower in a manual is a lot more fun than a 300 horsepower automatic. But moving on. The S10. Well, I've done a couple videos on this if you've seen them. Interior is absolutely roached. Needs a cowl. Needs steering wheel, seat. These are a dime a dozen, so I just need to find a truck and pull everything from it. what it needs versus what it's got. I lowered it, threw some wheels and tires on it, cleaned it up a little bit. The bumper is dented bad. I'm gonna try to pull some of that out. I wanted to get a newer front end, but for some reason, like on the dually, the old front ends are terrible. New front, or the 4i front end versus like a work truck front end is amazing. These, I did not like when I got it. It's grown on me tremendously though. I think I'm happy with this front end other than that bumper. And the bumpers for these are a lot harder to find than the newer. So, I don't know. We might still swap the front end, but for now I'm not worried about it. Need to pull some more dents out. I got a pretty good size one almost all the way out. I don't know if we've got a picture, but it's almost all the way out. Play with that a little more. I'd like to polish this, get it cleaned up, but I want to wait till I get the dents out, obviously, so that it sticks good. The adhesive works good. But this thing, interior, mirror, and then it's got super squishy soft brakes that go almost to the floor. They work, but I don't know if there's air trapped in the ABS system or if it's a master cylinder. I've got a master cylinder for it already, so I'll probably toss it on anyway. But other than that, this thing's it runs good, runs really good. Little 4 or 5, I don't even remember what I gave for it, $400 or $500 beater, 4-cylinder automatic. Could be a good parts hauler. I might get rid of it after the next truck we talk about, if I get it dialed pretty soon. So the next truck, the C10. This was my first real big project. Still probably one of the dually, you know, is getting close to this being top 2 favorites. The International is probably my favorite body wise and everything that I own. The shoebox will get there once it's done. I've always wanted one of those, but this thing just, I don't know. It was my like I said, my first big project. I need to finish welding it. I just got it together and kind of forgot about it because I had other stuff going on, but I shortened the bed. I actually bought a different long bed to shorten. I think I talked about that in another video, but I shortened the bed for it. Bought a short bed frame, redid everything on it. New arms, new suspension, new tie rods, new springs, new brakes. I think pretty much literally everything on the chassis was new. Still need to do a bed floor. It's got just plywood. But need to build a bed floor for it. I need to make a shorter brake master cylinder rod, booster rod, because I just switched, there's the nuts from the old one actually, but I just switched to a Summit dual diaphragms 7 or 8 inch firewall mount booster is what I went with. So much cleaner, and my other one was leaking out of the back. I had a bad vacuum leak and super hard brakes because it wasn't functioning. So need to make a shorter master cylinder rod, and then probably completely install, since you know, I didn't. But other than that, thing runs, drives good. I need to do a quick recap. What was it? Bed floor, stuff with that. I need to grab a plug for the purge solenoid. I threw one in there, but it was running weird, dying, and everything else. And then I found out that my electrical taped bolt fell out, so that's just to move it around and stuff. But other than that, this thing's hopefully good to go. Brakes are good, runs good, drives good, chassis is good, engine's good. So yeah, this thing's pretty much, I mean, it's roadworthy, good cruiser. It's just a stock 5.3, dually's stock 5.3. Mustang's supposedly got like a E cam in it or something, some letter cam, you know, every 302 in the world had back in the day. But yeah, so it's just a cool cruiser. Like I said, my first big truck I did, or first big project, first truck I did actually too, but first big project. Needs a couple things body wise. I've got other doors and stuff for it. I need to finish the bed because this one's actually crusty. And then the other one, I can't brag on anything. I pick everything apart. I don't like bragging about my own stuff. I know everything they need, and that's my downfall. If I didn't know anything about it, I'd probably think it was 20 times cooler, but I've just had it so long. I know all the little stuff it needs and all the annoying stuff that like needs side markers I just don't care about or filled. Needs the gas door filled. Needs a little bit of interior work, not much. I'd like to get a different seat. It's got a square body seat in it with some cheap cover that's not even on it. But I did a new dash pad on it, painted door panels that used to be, you can see it showing through a little bit, but they were red and white, some really goofy scheme. But yeah, that's pretty much that on that. I'll have a video on this pretty soon because I'm gonna do that master cylinder rod and take it down the road, make sure everything works fine, probably cruise it a little bit. All right, on to the dually. This has slowly, or not even that slowly, but this has become one of my favorite vehicles. It's also just a stock 5.3. I just got the driver's side inner fender well from Summit. That's sitting on my porch in the box still, actually. I tried to disregard this crappy cut, but I tried to make it somewhat factory appearing and just use factory stuff budget wise and engine bay cleanliness wise. So the intake is a factory intake with part of it cut off. Hopefully you can see that. So I gotta fill that so that it doesn't get unmetered air. Switch in the coolant reservoir to factory, like just truck style. I need to take this off. I'll mount it here. The battery was originally here. Obviously the intake's routed over here now. So I need to put that inner fender in. And then I got a battery tray to put over here, clean up all the wiring. But other than that, this one is another runs, drives, stops. Feels super cool to sit in and just move around. I'm excited to start driving this. It's low, cool old seats, good shape. I don't know. This just feels neat to drive. I have a feeling this will probably end up being my favorite truck to take to get stuff in, get parts, get everything else in. Rear is notched, big notch. I'd love to bag this, hopefully, come wintertime. I need a bed for it. This one will work for now, but if I find a good deal on a dually bed, I'm gonna grab one because it's just, it needs so much work and there's so much rust that just isn't even worth repairing. You can see all that. But bed's rusty, the flares are all cracked, riveted together, all kinds of stuff going on. I need to get a roll pan for it. But from where I got, and then I've got a parts truck. I was gonna try to pull it, but there's a lot going on here. That I'll be able to pull. But that, I think I'm probably just gonna section out. Probably cut. We'll see. Weld a new piece in. But other than that, dually's pretty much ready to go. Need some Alcoas, but you know, that'll come in time. So that is just a quick progress video on everything. I just wanted to touch base and let you guys know where we were at, what projects were going on, what they looked like when I got them. Like I said, I'll pop pictures up on all of them so that you know, I don't just sit around and look at my stuff and take pictures of it, although that's, you know, 50% of what I do probably. And then I've got the 3rd gen Camaro in the barn still. Nothing going on with it. I stole the wheels off of it for the S10. They look good on it. Good, simple classy look. Classic look. Classy. But yeah, the 3rd gen, it'll get some love one day. I'd love to do more like an autocross stance with it. Throw some like 18s on it, 5-spoke, like weld style. There's a few companies out there that make VMS, make other options, cheaper options. I think Jags even has their own. But it doesn't even need that much, but it's just low on the priority list. So we'll wrap this one up and look forward to you guys watching some upcoming videos, actually getting to work on some of these. Like I said, the C10 will probably do a quick video on with the master cylinder rod and stuff. The dually will be a 3 or 4 project thing. Maybe I'll do a video. We'll just do one video on everything. I'll throw everything in together. C10, the dually, and then maybe some work on the Mustang. So I appreciate you guys watching. Long-winded talking video, boring, but I just wanted to give an update. So thanks for watching. See you.